man. Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button and all that, man. But yo, this story is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. But hold up, y'all. Let me give y'all some time to come in the building, man. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, that story out in North Carolina is crazy, yo. You know what I'm saying? Man, I don't know, man, but this year, man, police officers, man, they've been getting nailed out here, yo. I don't know what's going on, but police officers this year have been getting nailed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know what it is, man, but police officers out here, it's a dangerous job, man. You know, this being a police officer is a dangerous job. But yeah, man, I haven't been on here in a minute, so you already know, man. But yeah, man, how everybody doing, man? Before we get into that sad news, man, just want to ask, how's everybody doing, man? But yeah, man, let's play that video real quick.
And welcome back here to Live Now from Fox. We're almost at the bottom of the hour. I'm Andrew Kraft. Want to get into more of these top headlines here. Want to show you this shot there of downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, that community reeling tonight in what has been a horrible and tragic day for law enforcement. We're now learning that a fourth law enforcement officer succumbed to their injuries tonight. That is the latest update that we have here. I want to put up some of these tweets that confirm it. Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department News says this: Officer Joshua Iyer has passed away tonight from his injuries after being shot in the line of duty this afternoon while assisting other officers with the apprehension of a suspect. Officer Iyer faithfully served the CMPD's North Tryon Division for 6 years, and you see there end of watch for Officer Iyer. Remember earlier, as we've been recounting this story and letting you know this story, we brought you the news that 3 officers on a U.S. Marshals task force serving a warrant for a felon wanted for possessing a firearm were killed. We now know that a 4th officer injured in this succumbed to their injuries. Mayor Vi Lyles of Charlotte says this: "We're deeply saddened by the tragic loss of Joshua Michael Iyer, who was a loved member of our city family, who dedicated his life to serving our community. My heart breaks for his loved ones, CMPD, and the entire city of Charlotte during this incredibly difficult time here." Let's get a rundown as well very soon here. Oh, Mayor Lyles, going on to say, "I ask that all Charlottians join me in uplifting the grieving families, CMPD, and our entire law enforcement community here." So we're going to get a rundown and an update and a summary of how this all transpired today. But as we are now at the bottom of the hour here, 7:30 on the West Coast, 10:30 there in Charlotte, North Carolina. That is the breaking news we are bringing you right now, that a 4th law enforcement officer who responded to this today has succumbed to their injuries. We also know the president was briefed on the shooting as well in North Carolina, in which these multiple law enforcement officers were killed. He also spoke to Governor Roy Cooper on the phone. He expressed his condolences and support for the community. The White House also says, in addition, senior White House officials are in touch with federal, state, and local officials. Fox News correspondent Bill Malugin says this: 4 members of law enforcement have now died as a result of a shootout with armed suspects while serving a fugitive warrant in Charlotte today. RIP. Sadly, has to be one of the deadliest days for law enforcement city's history there. We also know President Biden will be traveling to Wilmington, North Carolina on Thursday. No doubt he'll be meeting, most likely, and speaking with some of the law enforcement officers who were involved in this horrible, tragic incident today. Let's get you up to speed on this story.
Tragedy unfolding in North Carolina on Monday after 3 law enforcement officers were shot and killed while serving a warrant at a home in Charlotte. Investigators say the officers were part of a U.S. Marshals task force. They were first shot at as they approached the property. Police returned fire, shooting and killing a man in the front yard. The same one officers were there for, wanted for felony firearm possession.
We have confirmed that the individual that was set up, that we were serving the warrant on, was the individual who fired the initial shots.
Then more gunfire from inside the home. A 3-hour standoff ensued.
Stepped outside my door, police were running by, and then ambulance started coming in, and they were just going everywhere.
4 Charlotte Mecklenburg officers who responded were also shot while trying to rescue their wounded comrades. 1 currently hospitalized in critical condition. Another member of the task force also wounded during the shootout.
We heard about over 100 gunshots. It sounded like World War III.
Ultimately, a SWAT team arrived on scene, using an armored vehicle to crash into the home. Inside, a woman and a 17-year-old male were taken into custody. Police say a high-powered rifle was found inside that home. Law enforcement tonight grieving the lives that were lost.
Today's an absolute tragic day for the city of Charlotte and for the profession of law enforcement. Today we lost some heroes that are out to just simply trying to keep our community safe.
Kevin Uretsky, Fox News.
Kevin, thanks so much. So you can't even imagine what this community is going through right now. We also learned the officers were first shot at by the wanted suspect as they approached the suburban home there in Charlotte. They killed him in the front yard. A second person then fired on officers from inside of the home where a high-powered rifle was found. A woman and a 17-year-old male were found in the home after a 3-hour standoff that included armored vehicles crashing into the suburban home in this tree-lined neighborhood.
Yeah, man. I know y'all just seen that video, man. Just nasty work, y'all. Just nasty work, man. Yeah, man, I know y'all seen that video, man. That was nasty work, man. Nasty work. know what I'm saying? But yeah, man.